What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another video. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you a tool that can potentially destroy your persuasion. One question that you are using daily that can destroy your persuasion, but also, if used correctly, can literally take it to another level. So, if you're tuning in, please drop in a message, say hello. I'd love to hear from you. This is Unconscious Communication Secrets with myself, Muneer. And today, as I mentioned, I am going to be talking about a tool, a question that is very, very, very dangerous. So, what do I mean by this? Well, first of all, let me just find this thing real quick for you guys. Okay. Yeah. So what do I mean by that, right? Think of fire. Fire can be really really dangerous. Okay? Fire is very, very dangerous, but at the same time it can be very, very useful, right? And a lot of people aren't allowed to use fire. Like children, you shouldn't let them play with fire because it can be very dangerous. If you don't know what you're doing, you should not play with fire, right? And if you aren't careful, don't play with fire. However, it is a very useful thing that we can do a lot of things with. And that's the same as this tool that I'm going to be sharing with you today, this question that I'm going to be sharing with you today. It is very, very powerful, but if you use it badly, dangerous. First of all, so Smita, great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, great to see you. Thanks. Okay, cool. So I want to tell you a very quick story. However, before I tell you the story, this is a very dangerous story as well for someone to tell. So I'm going to have to change names and alter appearances to protect the innocent. Okay, so I'm just going to bring on my next guest. Okay, so just give me a second. Hi. Yeah, so I was there one day and I had to go and ask my wife something. I wanted to get something, and I went and asked my wife, hey, can I get this thing? Can I have this thing? And she initially turned around and said, well, I don't know. Let me think about that. And she thought about it for a bit of time, and then she just said, yeah, no, I don't think it's a good idea. And then I turned around and I said to her, why not? Now, that was the turning point for me, because when I asked why not, then she started to think of all the reasons why I shouldn't have, and it solidified her stance. And basically, we ended up in a big argument, and to this day, I don't have that thing that I really wanted. So, yeah. So that's what happened when I asked why not, and something that she really didn't care about then ended up as something that I could not have. Okay, so thank you to my guest. Okay, so thank you to my guest, the anonymous person who was talking about an experience he had with his wife, and as you can see, I mean, quite insightful. Literally, my guest, who's obviously we're protecting his identity, he went and asked his wife. He said he wanted something, asked his wife for something, and then when she said no, after thinking about it, it was sort of a maybe kind of no. But then he asked the question why, and when you ask that why, you solidify your stance. It's like digging your heels in the sand. You okay, I am going to do this. So it is very dangerous if you're trying to persuade someone and you ask them, if they say, I'm not too sure, and they say, no, and you say, why, then you're going to make them justify why. You're going to make them convince themselves why, like to stick with their initial answer. So asking why at the wrong time is super dangerous. So first of all, hi Nicole, great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Just a big hi to you. Smitha's laughing at the pain of my guest. Yeah, I like, you know, anonymous guest. So my guest also has one more thing to say. Please, can you please protect my identity? I really don't want my wife knowing that I've shared this story. Okay, I'll completely protect your identity. No one's gonna know that it was you. Okay, cool. Moving on. So the question why, right, is very, very powerful, because what happens is when you ask someone why, they justify their answer, whatever their answer was, right? If you ask them why, they may have been on the sidelines, on the fence about something, and they were just leaning towards one side. If you say why on the wrong side, it brings them onto that side, because then they start to justify it and they convince themselves what their answer was. So then the cool thing is, on the flip side, it can be very powerful on the other side, because and this is something I do when I work with clients, and someone has a problem, right? So someone has a problem, and then we work together. I do a little bit of some hypnotherapy or some NLP techniques, and then they come out of it and they go, "Oh man, I feel a lot better. I think I'm cured." Let's say I think I'm over it, or I think I'm cured, I think I'm better. Whatever they say, right? If you say, "Oh, okay, why do you think that?" Then they start to justify all the reasons why it is true. That's the good side. So when you say why on the right side, on the side that you want them to be on, then they take themselves further. So why is a very, very powerful tool. If you say, if someone says to you, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, this product is kind of cool. I think I'm thinking of getting it," or, you know, I'm thinking, and that's your product. You just sort of say, "Okay, why do you say that?" Like, or, you know, what about that is appealing to you? Why do you say that? Or why? Or, you know, just finding that the why on the right side, whew, so powerful. On the wrong side, and you'll see this on so many different occasions, right? Like I said, so many, you know, so many relationships have arguments because of this question, right? You know, you want to do something, and then you ask if you can, and then the person says no, and you say why not? Then they solidify their stance, right? Children do it with parents all the time. The parent is kind of like, yeah, maybe, I don't know if it's a good idea. You say why not, and then they give you they list all the things, all the reasons why you can't go out, why the teenager can't go out, and all of a sudden, the parent who didn't really care if you went out or not, they have now convinced themselves, because they've come up with a bunch of reasons. They've had time to think about it. You've asked them the wrong question. They've come up with all the reasons why you shouldn't, and now you can't. So all of it, the thing that you wanted to do is now messed up, because you asked that most dangerous question, the why question. So, phrase of the day. A why can make you cry. And if you're unsure, don't try. A why can make you cry. If you're unsure, don't try. So, very simple topic today. This is so powerful. Just the way that you question is so powerful. A why question can be very, very detrimental. And so you want to use it wisely on the right side of the equation. And perhaps you can ask other types of questions when you get the answer that you don't desire. Like, okay, I'm not sure. Okay, what could I do to make you sure? Or what could I do to let you allow me to have this? Or if a teenager, what could I do to let you allow me to go out? It gets the mind thinking of something else. It gets the mind thinking of the positive things. So the why question is, yeah, a why can make you cry. If you're unsure, don't try. All right, cool. So that's it for my video today. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. Excuse me. Like, thank God I sneezed at home. Like, if I went and sneezed in public, people would just ostracize me, catapult me, and all sorts of things. Anyhow, thanks guys for tuning in. If you haven't, please do subscribe already. And I will catch you on another video very, very soon. Lots of love. Peace out. And I'll see you soon. Bye.